She checks her phone again, though no notifications arrived. The screen illuminates her face in the dimming evening light, revealing subtle frustration etched across her features. Around her, life continues naturally. Children laugh, couples stroll, dogs sniff familiar paths. Yet she remains disconnected from this organic rhythm, trapped within digital boundaries that promise connection but deliver only distraction. This moment represents humanity's modern paradox, surrounded by stimulation yet unable to simply exist. Within this 3-pound universe, billions of neurons dance through infinite pathways, creating symphonies of thought beyond comprehension. Each synaptic spark represents potential breakthrough, every neural cascade holding possibility for innovation. The brain's most remarkable feature isn't its processing speed or memory capacity, but its ability to wander freely through conceptual landscapes. This biological supercomputer thrives not on constant input, but on periods of seemingly idle exploration. In this quiet sanctuary, consciousness begins its most important work. Without external demands or digital interruptions, the mind turns inward, exploring territories rarely visited in our hyper-connected world. Here, thoughts emerge naturally, connecting disparate ideas through invisible threads of association. The person breathes slowly, rhythmically, allowing mental landscapes to unfold without force or direction. This apparent emptiness actually pulses with creative energy, planting seeds for future insights. Millennia ago, wise minds understood what modern society has forgotten. They knew that genius requires solitude, that breakthrough moments emerge from patient waiting rather than frantic searching. This philosopher gazes toward tomorrow while his mind processes yesterday's observations, finding patterns invisible to hurried consciousness. His simple surroundings reflect profound truth: creativity needs space to breathe, time to wander, freedom from constant stimulation to discover unexpected connections between seemingly unrelated concepts. Compare these two worlds separated by centuries yet existing simultaneously today. On one side, humanity races against time, measuring worth through constant activity and immediate responses. Every moment must be filled, every second productive, every breath optimized. Yet on the other side lies the garden of possibility, where minds can wander freely through pages of wisdom, where inspiration blooms naturally when given space to grow. Which environment truly nurtures genius? Neuroscientists have identified this golden network as the brain's most creative state. When external tasks cease and internal exploration begins, these regions activate with surprising intensity. The default mode network becomes the stage where imagination performs its greatest acts, where past experiences merge with future possibilities, where solutions emerge from apparent nothingness. This biological mechanism proves that what appears as mental idleness actually represents peak cognitive performance. Watch how naturally children embrace boredom's gift. Without smartphones or scheduled activities, they discover entire universes within ordinary moments. That drifting cloud becomes a dragon, the rustling grass transforms into whispered secrets, and time loses all meaning. This effortless creativity represents humanity's original operating system, one designed for wonder, not efficiency. Children understand instinctively that doing nothing often leads to everything worth discovering. History's greatest minds knew that eureka moments rarely strike during frantic work sessions. Edison filled his laboratory with spaces for contemplation, understanding that invention requires mental wandering through possibility spaces. Tesla walked for hours, allowing electromagnetic theories to unfold naturally in his mind. These masters of innovation recognized that genius emerges when consciousness is free to explore without external pressure, when solutions crystallize during moments of patient observation. This fisherman understands something profound about consciousness and creativity. His rod rests patiently in still waters while his mind explores deeper currents of thought. The gentle ripples mirror neural activity during contemplative states, seemingly random yet following invisible patterns. Here, away from society's demands for constant productivity, inspiration flows as naturally as morning mist rising from calm waters. Sometimes the greatest catches come not from active seeking but from patient waiting. Within each human consciousness lies a private theater where thoughts perform their most creative acts. When external distractions fade, this internal stage lights up with possibilities. Ideas that seemed impossible during busy days suddenly appear logical in quiet moments. The spotlight of attention shifts from practical concerns to imaginative exploration, allowing consciousness to rehearse breakthrough solutions before bringing them into reality. This mental theater operates best in solitude. Nature possesses unique power to reset human consciousness, returning it to its natural state of creative openness. As city sounds fade and forest whispers begin, the mind releases tensions accumulated through artificial stimulation. Each step deeper into green spaces represents movement away from external demands toward internal discovery. Trees become teachers, teaching patience through their slow growth, wisdom through their ancient presence. Here, away from screens and schedules, creativity flows like mountain streams finding their natural course. Within each human gaze lies infinity itself. The eye's dark pupil reflects not just external reality but internal universes of possibility. Every person carries within themselves the same creative forces that birthed galaxies and shaped cosmic evolution. This biological camera captures light while consciousness processes meaning, transforming photons into poetry, sounds into symphonies. The individual mind represents the universe becoming aware of itself, capable of generating new worlds through imagination and insight. In cosmic perspective, human concerns seem wonderfully trivial yet mysteriously significant. This person lies beneath the same stars that inspired ancient philosophers, feeling simultaneously infinitesimal and infinite. The vast darkness above contains more possibilities than any smartphone screen could ever display. Here, without artificial illumination or digital distractions, consciousness expands to match celestial scale. Cosmic boredom becomes cosmic wonder, personal insignificance transforms into universal connection. Education systems struggle to accommodate minds that learn through wandering rather than listening. This student discovers more truth in falling leaves than formal curriculum, finding patterns that textbooks never mention. While others memorize facts, consciousness explores fundamental questions about change, time, and natural cycles. The teacher's voice becomes background music to internal symphony of understanding. Such minds, often labeled as distracted, actually possess rare ability to learn from everything, not just assigned materials. True artists understand that masterpieces require periods of apparent inactivity. The blank canvas stares back not as challenge but as invitation to patience. Brushes wait nearby while consciousness explores color combinations that exist nowhere except imagination. This creative limbo represents an essential phase where technical skill surrenders to intuitive vision. Great art emerges not from frantic brushstrokes but from moments when artist and universe align through shared contemplation, when inspiration flows naturally through prepared channels. Even within humanity's most chaotic environments, solitude creates space for consciousness to breathe. This passenger rides not just through city streets but through mental landscapes illuminated by passing lights. The window becomes mirror reflecting both external world and internal thoughts, showing how urban solitude differs from natural quiet yet serves similar purpose. Here, surrounded by millions of sleeping minds, individual consciousness finds its own rhythm, processing daily experiences through contemplative filter that transforms ordinary moments into profound understanding. At world's highest altitudes, consciousness reaches its clearest states. Physical elevation mirrors mental transcendence as earthly concerns fade into distant valleys below. The rising sun represents daily renewal of creative potential, casting golden light across landscapes that inspired countless poets and philosophers. Here, breathing becomes meditation, silence becomes symphony, and solitude becomes communion with forces greater than individual existence. Mountain boredom transforms into cosmic awareness, personal insignificance becomes universal significance. Libraries preserve humanity's greatest discoveries while providing sanctuary for new ones. Within these quiet halls, consciousness can wander through centuries of accumulated wisdom without interruption or distraction. Each book represents doorway to different world, different perspective, different way of understanding reality. The person reads not for information but for transformation, allowing ancient ideas to reshape modern thinking. This patient exploration creates neural pathways that hurried consumption never builds, forming foundation for original insights. Oceans hold secrets about consciousness that landlocked minds rarely understand. The endless rhythm of waves creates natural meditation that synchronizes brain waves with planetary pulse. Each rolling swell represents thought pattern building, cresting, dissolving, rebuilding. This person sits not to escape life but to understand its fundamental rhythms, finding peace in repetition rather than novelty. Ocean's vastness puts personal concerns into perspective while its constancy provides foundation for creative breakthroughs that emerge from patient observation. Sacred spaces understand something modern architecture has forgotten: the power of emptiness to inspire fullness. This cathedral holds not just religious significance but psychological truth about consciousness needing room to expand. The kneeling figure represents humanity's instinctive understanding that breakthrough moments require surrender to something greater than individual will. Colored light transforms ordinary thoughts into spiritual insights, proving that apparent idleness often leads to most profound discoveries about existence, purpose, and creative potential. Deserts strip away everything unnecessary, leaving only essential truths about human existence. This person sits not in deprivation but in abundance of space, silence, and starlight that illuminates deeper understanding. The campfire represents human creativity's spark, small yet capable of transforming darkness into warmth, isolation into connection. Here, away from artificial complexity, consciousness returns to its original state of wonder, finding meaning in simplicity rather than sophistication, profundity in stillness rather than constant motion. This sacred space exists not for doing but for being, not for achieving but for discovering. The meditator's stillness represents humanity's highest form of activity, conscious awareness without goal or destination. In this apparent emptiness, consciousness explores territories that busy minds never reach, finding connections between ideas that seem unrelated in surface thinking. The simple room reflects simple mind, yet this simplicity contains infinite complexity of human potential waiting patiently for breakthrough moments that emerge only through patient contemplation. Forest walks represent purest form of creative wandering, movement without destination, exploration without agenda. Each step creates gentle rhythm that matches neural oscillations during optimal thinking states. The person moves not to escape but to discover, not to avoid boredom but to embrace its gifts. Falling leaves teach lessons about impermanence, seasonal change reveals patterns invisible to hurried consciousness, and natural beauty inspires artistic vision that emerges only when mind is free from external demands and internal pressures. Even musical instruments understand the importance of contemplative silence before creative expression. This piano waits not impatiently but expectantly, knowing that greatest compositions emerge from patient preparation rather than frantic performance. The spotlight creates sacred space where inspiration will eventually flow through human fingers, transforming mechanical keys into emotional symphonies. Until that moment arrives, the instrument rests in contemplative readiness, embodying truth that apparent emptiness often precedes greatest fullness. Beaches teach consciousness about time's true nature, not linear progression but cyclical return, not urgent rush but patient flow. This person sits not to accomplish anything but to absorb everything, allowing ocean's rhythm to synchronize with internal biological clocks. The rising sun represents daily renewal of creative potential, casting light on possibilities that remained hidden during night's contemplation. Here, where land meets sea, consciousness finds perfect metaphor for mental states that blend focused attention with open awareness, creating conditions where genius naturally emerges from patient waiting.